Throughout his singular career, Tiger Woods has conquered the verdant greens of Augusta National a whopping 5 times, donning the iconic green jacket more often than any golfer in history other than Jack Nicklaus. Of those 5 Masters titles, however, one stands out from the rest. You know the one. It's the one that nobody expected. The one that came long after he had changed the game, after the fall from grace, and after the golf world had accepted that his run as the sport's preeminent superstar was over. But then, over the course of 4 unforgettable days in April of 2019, Tiger roared again, delivering one of the most indelible comeback performances in sports history and adding yet another glorious chapter to his unparalleled legacy. Look, it would be disingenuous and frankly disrespectful to call Tiger Woods an underdog at any golf tournament, and especially at a major. He's Tiger freaking Woods. But having said that, as the first major championship of 2019 loomed, the living legend was hardly the force he once was. By that point, at 43 years old, Tiger's once indomitable stranglehold over the golf world had loosened considerably. He was almost 11 years removed from his last major championship, and he had gone through the ringer during that drought. To put it mildly, between his persistent back problems, the highly publicized collapse of his marriage, and a DUI incident, Woods' very presence at any PGA event had become a perpetual question mark. In fact, from 2014 through 2017, Woods participated in less than 20 PGA tournaments. And when he did play, his game was unrecognizable, ravaged by his relentlessly aching back that at one point caused pain to radiate through his body even when he was lying down. During that years-long span, Tiger didn't win a single tournament, he slipped out of the top 1,000 on the world golf rankings for the first time in his career, and he missed the cut at 3 consecutive majors. Now, Woods was resolved to get right, to continue vying for some of the hallowed all-time records that he once seemed like a shoo-in for, but when he finally returned to regular competition in 2018 following a 4th back surgery, a spinal fusion, few expected him to be able to recapture his erstwhile form. But the thing is, he's Tiger Woods. Amazingly, after going almost 5 years without winning a tournament, Woods became a player again in 2018. He clawed his way back up the world golf rankings, made the cut at his first Masters appearance in 3 years, and that September captured his first tour win since 2013, winning the Tour Championship for career PGA win number 80. It was a remarkable, cathartic victory in a career filled with them. Tiger was a champion again, in spite of everything, and the comeback was complete. Except, as it turned out, that was just the beginning. And just over a half year later, Woods' extraordinary comeback would reach its zenith. See, in the wake of his long-awaited, drought-snapping win at the 2018 Tour Championship, Tiger continued to play well, but he wasn't seriously contending on a week-to-week basis. He finished an impressive 10 under at the 2019 Farmers Insurance Open, for instance, but he was still 11 strokes back of the winner. Meanwhile, his 6 under finish at the 2019 Players Championship put him in a tie for 30th. And as the 2019 Masters approached, Tiger, more than a decade removed from his last major championship, was more of a sentimental favorite than a betting favorite. In fact, at plus 1400, Tiger's betting odds to win the 2019 Masters were, apart from his injury-plagued 2015, his longest odds since his first year as a professional. In other words, the stage was set for a potential fairy tale, and Tiger was about to author one. In his first round, playing alongside future Masters champion Jon Rahm, Woods was sharp. Real sharp. He needed only 2 holes to record his first birdie, in fact, and by day's end, Woods had managed one of his best ever opening rounds at Augusta, a 2 under 70. Fun fact, when Woods won the green jacket in 1997, 2001, and 2002, he opened with a 2 under 70. And just like in those past glory years, Woods only got better from there. Despite suboptimal conditions throughout his second round, Woods was unfazed throughout the Friday rain. He hit 16 of 18 greens in regulation and knocked down 6 birdie putts, 4 of them coming between 20 and 37 feet. Woods finished at a 4 under 68, 1 stroke off the lead, his best 36-hole position at the Masters since 2011. Even a potentially disastrous mini collision with a security guard on number 14 couldn't put a damper on his electrifying second round. He birdied that hole, in fact. That 5th green jacket and that elusive 15th major title was starting to look like a real possibility.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives it?
It wasn't going to be easy though. After all, a Masters record 65 players made the cut, and 5 players shared the lead at 7 under, including some heavy hitters in Brooks Koepka, Francesco Molinari, and former Masters champion Adam Scott. Meanwhile, Dustin Johnson, one of the pre-tournament favorites and the then world number 2, was among those tied with Tiger at 6 under. And those guys kept their foot on the gas on moving day. Molinari especially. He shot a 6 under 66 on Saturday to finish the tournament's penultimate round alone in first place at 13 under. But Tiger didn't let up either. Actually, he shot his best round of the tournament yet, overcoming a sluggish start en route to a 5 under 67. At one point, after rediscovering the short distance putting stroke that had abandoned him over the previous 2 days, Tiger nailed 3 consecutive birdies. In fact, he hit every putt he attempted within 10 feet on Saturday, giving off unmistakable vintage Tiger vibes with each passing hole. The thing is though, never before had Woods won a major while trailing after 54 holes. And Molinari was up by 2 strokes and playing nearly flawless golf, the same kind that enabled him to win the 2018 Open Championship over Woods. But on that Sunday in Augusta, with Woods rocking his signature red and with a once unfathomable redemption on the line, Tiger added yet another monumental accomplishment to his resume. And the drama, the theater of it, was nothing short of insane. Tiger's round started off strong, just like the previous 3. After opening his Sunday with consecutive pars, he birdied 3 to pull within 1 stroke of the lead. But get this, he followed that with consecutive bogeys, his first real skid of the tournament. Fortunately, however, neither Molinari nor any other contender took advantage. And after rebounding with consecutive birdies on 7 and 8, Tiger was within 1 once again. And as the back 9 unfolded, with the Augusta crowd and virtually the entire golfing world pulling for him, Tiger finally grabbed a hold of the lead. Well, co-lead. After 3+ days of almost perfect golf, Molinari finally stumbled on the par 3 number 12, finding the still water of Rays Creek with his tee shot. He'd ultimately settle for a double bogey, putting him into a 3-way tie for the lead with Xander Schauffele and Tiger. Suddenly, for the first time all weekend, it felt like Tiger's tournament to lose. And he responded with the kind of grace under pressure that made him Tiger Woods. On 13, after Molinari's stumble, Woods delivered his first birdie of the back 9, keeping him tied for first. He then takes sole possession of first place 2 holes later with another birdie. But it was on the par 3 16, the same hole on which he delivered the definitive shot of his career years earlier, that Woods broke away from the pack. With a championship within reach, his tee shot on 16 came within inches of the pin and made for a tap-in birdie that put him 2 strokes up. And when he arrived at the 18th tee shortly thereafter, his 2-stroke lead remained intact. Neither Johnson or Koepka or Schauffele or Molinari had managed to bridge the gap. Woods controlled his destiny, and his destiny, it turned out, was to return to glory. As he knocked in his final putt to finish at 13 under for the tournament, 1 stroke ahead of second place, the fairy tale had come to life. At 43 years old, and not long after it seemed like his career might be over, Tiger Woods was back on top of the golf world. A 5-time Masters champion, a 15-time major champion. It was, and remains, one of the most incredible comeback stories in pro sports history. And the ensuing embrace between Tiger and his family laid bare just how meaningful it was for him personally. No, it didn't kickstart some sensational second act to his career. In fact, in the half-decade following his 2019 Masters win, Tiger won just 1 more PGA event and didn't manage even a single top 20 finish at a major. But after being so thoroughly humbled by both his body and his own indiscretions, the fact that he was able to claw his way back to the top, even momentarily, is a mammoth accomplishment in and of itself, a testament to his singular talent and resilience. And of all the indelible moments that Tiger has authored in nearly 3 decades of pro golf, his victory at Augusta in 2019, the one that nobody expected, may well be his most powerful. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button.